The WWE just dropped a huge hint that Finn Balor is going to turn on the Judgment Day. Plus, we have a not-so-good update on an AEW top star saying his career might be in jeopardy. And we're going to break it all down for you guys coming up on this episode of Wrestle Digest. But before we get into it, we got to say we're on the road for 3,000 subscribers here before the end of the summer. So if you're not subscribed already, want to keep up to date on everything that's happening around the wrestling world, make sure you go down below and hit that subscribe button. But with that said, Brady, let's jump right to the first topic of the video today, which is bad news for Bryan Danielson. And yes, you know, it's really sad to see Bryan Danielson. Obviously, it was great to see him come back and wrestle again. But now it seems, after a few recent updates, that his career might be in jeopardy and moving away from a full-time wrestler into a part-time wrestler. And as we see here from Fightful Select, they say that Bryan Danielson saying the AEW doctor, Doc Samson, didn't want him to wrestle until All In August. And he said, as there had been some heavy restrictions put on him by the AEW doctors. They also go on to say here that sources have confirmed that Bryan Danielson was beat up, but the plan has been all along to get him to the main event of All In. The company has prevented Danielson from participating in some things that were originally planned along the way. And then they go on to say here that his talent contract is up on the 1st of August, but there is plans for him to continue with the company past that date, including All In. It is still expected that he will remain a part-time in-ring wrestler, if at all, after his current run in AEW ends. And Brady, I mean, this is sad news to hear. I mean, Bryan Danielson, Daniel Bryan, whoever you want to refer to him as, has been one of those guys who has changed this era of wrestling, especially during his time with the Yes Movement in WWE, but has been a very great key piece of AEW during their whole time as a company. And now hearing that, you know, due to injury, there are heavy restrictions put on this match, they don't want him to wrestle until All In, and the plan is to just get him there, and what happens after, nobody's quite sure of. I mean, Brady, this is just sad news to hear today.
Definitely not ideal news for Daniel Bryan, I'll refer to him as. But, you know, the fact that he came back and had a fantastic run with AEW is just great news in itself, because I'm sure you remember, and everybody at home watching this remembers, the retirement speech in WWE, you know, D-Bry with the poor problem neck, out, forced on talking smack, you know, never really thought we'd see it again. But the AEW run, like, my God, as unsafe as a company as they are, we have seen banger after banger after banger from Bryan Danielson in All Elite Wrestling, whether it be a part of the Blackpool Combat Club or just putting on one-on-ones like the match against Will Ospreay. You know, it's you can't love him or hate him, and I'm not the biggest D-Bry fan. He is a phenomenal in-ring wrestler. And, you know, to see that his time may be coming to an end, it does suck, but also, you know, he has a family. He got a kid at home, maybe two. I can't remember how many kids Daniel Bryan has. But, you know, he's got a family, and end of the day, that's what you got to look out for, number one.
Yeah, like you said, he's had a tremendous career, and if the main event at All In is his last match, he's had one heck of a career, whether it's been in WWE, whether it's been in AEW. Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, has been one of the top wrestlers of, you know, the past generation of wrestlers, this past era, and it's, you know, sad to see him potentially just turn into a guy who has a match every now and then on a pay-per-view. But I think Daniel Bryan has a great in-ring personality. He has a great personality just for wrestling in general. And I think maybe moving him into maybe, you know, a GM, you know, I think we've seen that in the past before in WWE, on AEW, maybe more behind the scenes where he's calling the shots on camera. I think that would really fit him well. But I would like to see him wrestle more. But if this is the end of the road for Daniel Bryan, I mean, what a career he's had. I mean, he had all of us. He had all of us going, yes, yes, yes. I mean, what a guy. I mean, hopefully that he can move past this, and that, you know, it's fine after All In. And I really hope that they're cautious with him at All In and don't, you know, they say they have heavy restrictions, but, you know, Daniel Bryan, if this is his last match, he's going to want to put on one hell of a match.
He's gonna want to bang
yeah, exactly. So, you know, shout out to Daniel Bryan. I mean, it's always sad news to hear about wrestlers being injured, especially one who's had, you know, such an impact on wrestling over these past couple of years. But hopefully we get to see him have a banger match at All In. I'm looking forward to that one. But we're going to get into the second topic, which is we all missed this. And yes, last night on Monday Night Raw, I mean, we seen a lot of stuff. I mean, there was a lot of stuff go down on Monday Night Raw. But the one that interested me the most, Brady, was the whole, you know, Judgment Day dugout, whatever they call it, being destroyed by Liv Morgan. And, you know, I've seen a number of theories here online, and I kind of pieced together some of this information to make it look like Finn Balor may turn on the Judgment Day and go with Liv Morgan. And if we just jump into it here now, we see this last night. It was the opening shot when they had this poster or flag, whatever it was, all graffitied out, faces X'd out, liars wrote across it. But the one face that doesn't have any markings on it, Brady, is the demon Finn Balor. I mean, that was very interesting. But there is more evidence here. As we go on, we have the Liv is finally on top t-shirt, perfectly framed between Finn Balor and JD McDonough in this shot as well. There was another key piece here, which was the t-shirt that has, you know, Damian, Finn, Rhea Ripley, Dirty Dom on it. Looking like, you know, the names are scratched out, but Finn Balor's name is tucked behind the TV, which looks like it wasn't touched at all. And there was also another piece of information here, which happened a couple months ago, which was Finn Balor taking the hotel room key card. And Brady, it just seems like this is all adding up. And that Triple H, we know he likes dropping these hints when he can. And it looks like, you know, the belated birthday boy, happy birthday to Triple H, by the way, happy belated birthday here on the channel, has cooked up something here that has flew over the heads of WWE fans, that Finn Balor may help Liv Morgan defend her title against Rhea Ripley. I mean, this would just be huge to see a Finn Balor turn to face by helping Liv Morgan.
I cannot think of a more perfect time. It feels like I've been saying this for a very long time, and maybe it just goes to play into how desperate I am to see Finn Balor kind of break free from the Judgment Day, which, let me remind you, forever and a day ago, Finn Balor was brought in as the replacement for Edge. Finn Balor was originally deemed the key part of the Judgment Day. And as we've seen, you know, time progress and the story unveil, Finn was kind of just left in the shadows while Damian went and got the world title. And Rhea went and got the world title. And, you know, I mean, the tag titles are cool. But when you go from being the head honcho to being JD McDonough's tag team partner with the title right there, you know, I mean, it's got to weigh on you. And I love how you referred to the hotel room key card. That was such a good point from so far back. And it always kind of played on my mind. It's like, are they going to do anything with this? Or was it just like a one-time, you know, comedy bit? But after seeing all the screen caps that you got there from last night, and I missed it too, I'm not going to lie. The only thing on my mind was seeing poor Carlito upset that the PS5 was destroyed. That's not cool. But it is cool of the idea of seeing Finn Balor turn on the Judgment Day to help Liv retain that title.
Yeah, who knows? Maybe Finn went up to that hotel room that night and had a little chat with Liv Morgan, and secretly
had a little chat.
Yeah, they've been lurking together or working together for a little bit now. Maybe that whole Dominick Mysterio thing was just, you know, a play, and that her and Finn are actually, you know, working on getting this her revenge, finishing the revenge tour on Rhea Ripley. I think this would just be an amazing storyline to play out. We've obviously seen some love lost between Priest and Finn. Like you said, he was kind of pushed away. He was supposed to be the leader. Damian stepped up. He's been saying Damian's changed ever since he's won the championship. So it just seems like frustrations are boiling over here. And the perfect way to get away from the Judgment Day is to work with Liv Morgan to help her finally take out Rhea Ripley in a one-on-one match. I mean, this is just a phenomenal theory, a phenomenal storyline that has been playing out over this, past month between Rhea Ripley and Liv Morgan and Dominick Mysterio and Finn Balor. It just seems like this is what's going to happen. It's about time for Finn to break free, like you said. Get back with the lights going up when he comes out on his entrance, with the demon in the ring. It'd be the perfect way to set up a match between him and Uncle Howdy by turning on his family. I am so here for it. We need this Finn heel turn, or Finn face turn, right now. We need it at SummerSlam, and that's what it's looking like it's going to be, Brady.
Finn Balor needs to be put on his own. And I didn't even have Uncle Howdy and the Wyatt Six cross my mind. But think about the ultimate betrayal. The OG leader of the faction turned against the group. And, once Chad Gable is dealt with on Monday Night Raw, who knows? If this happens at SummerSlam, we might get it right away. And, throw Sister Abigail, Nikki Cross at Liv. Let that be a thing. Give Nikki Cross the title. Oh, my God. Nah. Listen, when it comes to the Wyatt Six, my brain never ceases to stop. Always, always going. But I'll leave it at that. Hopefully we see Finn kind of break away from the Judgment Day at SummerSlam. And who knows where all roads will end up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Triple H has stuff cooked up coming down the barrel that we don't even know about. I think this is one of them. I think it's just the perfect theory. It's the perfect way to do this, and the time is now. John Cena reference. So, here we go.
Love that.
We're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here. First, we just want to hear your guys' thoughts on that theory down below in the comment section. Is there something that we might have missed that is more clues and hints towards this? Let us know down below in the comment section. We're going to get into everybody's favorite topic here, which is comment of the day. And the comment of the day today, Brady, goes to Kai. Kai says, Paddy the Baddy is way too small for WWE. I'm not quite sure if he means his size. I'm not quite sure if he means in terms of popularity, but I have to disagree with this one, Brady. I think Paddy the Baddy would just be a perfect guy to come over for a one-off match. He has such a big personality. His popularity is growing and growing. He's one of the most popular UFC stars today. And in terms of size, we've seen so many wrestlers like Hornswoggle. You think he's too small for WWE? He had a successful run, and say like Rey Mysterio has been the ultimate underdog. Yeah. I mean, there's no way that he's too small in terms of size for WWE, Brady.
Paddy the Baddy is an absolute proper lad. Liverpool fan as myself. So that in itself, Paddy the Baddy, you're not too small. Don't listen to Kai. Kai, we love you, but you'll never walk alone, Paddy.
Appreciate the comment though, Kai. We like getting our brains going here towards the end of the video, and like I said, sometimes we might disagree, sometimes we might agree. We're gonna include you in the video, so appreciate you showing your support here on the channel. And if you guys have any comments about this video, you might feature in the next comment of the day. Make sure down below hit that like button. It helps push these videos out to all the wrestling fans on YouTube. Also subscribe to the channel. Like I said, we've been talking about our goal being 3,000 for so long now, so if only I think it's like 100 people hit the subscribe button, we will get there, and we'd really, really appreciate it. I mean, we love pumping this content out for you guys. Wrestling is so hot right now. We're loving it. It just, we're just loving wrestling right now. We're just pumping out videos. It gets us more hyped up for wrestling, and stay tuned later this week for a predictions video. But as always, I've been your host, KC, alongside my co-host, Brady. We'll catch you in the next one.